doctor, my name is Chan Jae-ing and my metric number is 270755. Today I will present the infographic.
Miranda Priestley is the editor-in-chief of Runway.
So you don't read Runway?
No. Not to mention a legend.
And before today, you'd never heard of me?
No. You work a year for her, and you can get a job at any magazine you want.
You have no style or sense of fashion? No. That wasn't a question.
You got a job at a fashion magazine? What was it, a phone interview?
Is that? Are we doing a before and after piece I don't know about?
In the world of high fashion.
There you are, Emily.
Actually, it's Andy.
After watching The Devil Wear Prada, the most obvious business ethical issue in this movie is probably the abuse of power and privilege. This is because Miranda didn't care who the person was. She was more concerned with the job being done, much like a theater who would order anyone to be the same aspect and properly personality.
Move it!
I don't understand why it's so difficult to confirm an appointment.
No, I'm so sorry, Miranda. I actually did confirm last
Details
night.
of your incompetence do not interest me. Tell Simone I'm not going to prove that girl that she sent me for the Brazilian layout. I asked for clean, athletic, smiling. She sent me dirty, tired, and paunchy. And RSVP, yes, the Michael Kors party. I want the driver to drop me off at 9:30 and pick me up at 9:45.
In this movie, Miranda is known for treat her subordinate in a manner that bothers. Watching this movie is disconcerting, to say the least. Miranda and its fate, the entire work culture she fosters, is exceedingly cruel. She does not take constructive feedback and often refuses to be the question. Her leadership style is dictatorial, and she exercises that control in the pettiest of ways. When subordinates consistently fail to perform satisfactorily, it sometimes reflects poorly on the leader. So the most suitable suggestion to prevent this issue is to provide leadership training to supervisor and manager to help them develop the skill they need to become leaders who treat their subordinates fairly and respectfully. When used correctly, power can have a positive impact on others. When the power is abused, it can lead to authoritarian and bullying behavior. When subordinates frequently fail to meet expectations, it can reflect negatively on the leader. As a result, management should include a 1 or 2 day training to teach employees the differences between bad and right behavior, as well as the penalties that they may face if they abuse the power that has been conferred upon them. Handling this well requires good listening skill and the ability to read body language, both of which can be taught. For example, a successful leader encourages and inspires his employees. Today's work is more interdisciplinary than ever, and top-down leadership is increasingly given way to horizontal management. Mastering collaborative leadership may soon be the only way to survive at the top.
Emily. Emily.
She means you.
We just cut on the bias, and so
No,
what we...
that's not what I asked you. I couldn't have been clearer. There you are, Emily. How many times do I have to scream your name?
Actually, it's Andy. My name is Andy. Andrea, but everybody calls me Andy.
I need 10 or 15 skirts from Calvin Klein.
Okay, what kind of skirts do you...
Please bore someone else with your questions. And make sure we have Pier 59 at 8 a.m. tomorrow. And remind Jocelyn I need to see a few of those satchels that Mark is doing in the Pony. And then tell Simone I'll take Jackie if Maggie isn't available. Did de Marchelier confirm?
De Marchelier?
De Marchelier? Did he get him on the phone?
Okay.
And Emily?
Yes?
That's all. It's just the cabin.
After watching this movie, Andy accepts a position as Runway's editor's in personal assistant. Miranda instructs Andy to buy 10 to 15 Calvin Klein skirts on her first ship. But Marina doesn't specify the type or design, leaving Andy to figure it out on her own. This is a lot of responsibility to place on someone with no previous experience in the fashion industry, as she knows. Miranda delivered this job quickly in between a whole set of other instructions, so it is kind of easy to miss. However, it's so how ruthless Miranda is. By finishing introduction with a simple "that's all," Miranda reinforced that she doesn't personally care about any of the people she speaks to. She sees everyone as a small piece of Runway's huge machine. Bias and unreasonable demand on subordinates are examples of action that might be considered an abuse of superior power against any employee. Andy managed to impress Miranda enough to get a job after but struggles to keep up with her impossible demand and get everything done. If you notice abuse of authority and bullying in the workplace, speak up immediately. So the next suggestion is to conduct an informal intervention to extract power and privilege misuse in a possible situation. Explain to all employees that professional behavior is expected. If she develops a pattern of abusing her power, call another meeting and present all evidence gathered against her, including employee complaints. For example, create a suggestion box to allow employees to privately discuss their difficulties. Management must be helpful and open so that staff may quickly and freely come forward for confidential discussions. To limit the number of complaints, she can change her behavior. She might adjust her behavior to reduce the number of complaints if she has previously demonstrated good leadership quality. There could be an underlying cause for her behavior, such as work stress or personal issue. Make a strategy for her to be evaluated and a deadline for her to progress. Explain the importance of taking responsibility and then what will happen if she fails to accomplish the plan's objective. Thank you. That's all for me.